The last couple of days, we had heard that Tyler had his head shoved into a wall locker. They said he's a geek.
I have trouble with making friends.
They said he's a geek. Some kids had told him that he's worthless, to go hang himself. And I think he got to the point where enough was enough.
Tonight, a tragic situation.
A Perkins boy, just 11 years old, believed to have been desperate enough to take his own life.
But the main thing is just let your child know that you believe what we say. And when a kid comes home often, you have a tendency to have a deaf ear to that. All adults do. I mean, it's not just schools, it's parents, it's community. We just, like the kid, got used to it. And so every time it happens, you need to step forward and say something.
Etc. I am very glad that I can say all of us as a community together, we've had working task force groups over at ACS where we talked about this and tried to talk about the ways in which we can identify it.
Well, it was really surprising to see all the type of stuff that you see actually happening in schools in the States, because when you compare that to what's happening here in Schweinfurt, it's not even on the same scale. Because I've seen some small issues, but I try and be an upstander, is what Mr. Seedor said. I try and get in the way, and I try to intervene with any type of bullying.
Give it to him hard!
He's not safe on that bus. I've been on that bus. They are just as good as gold.
Awesome. And as you saw, a lot of times the assistant principal made the comment, well, I rode that bus a couple of times and they're just all golden. Well, yes, I've got on a few buses too, and the kids are fabulous while I'm there.
I thought the movie was incredibly painful to watch. It was incredibly powerful, but I think it's an important reminder as community members that we all need to be that safe haven for our kids.
The moment more than anything else is to have a mechanism where the students can also put their comments in there without being in front of their peers, because the majority of the time, anytime that we do a survey, anytime that you stand up and a counselor goes in and asks a question, you know, how many of you have ever been bullied? 90% of the bullies are going to stick their hand up because they don't want to be singled out, because other kids stick their hand out.
It's real. Our children go through that. It's even if they're not going through it themselves, their friends are, you know, experiencing this. So I think it's an important topic that as a community, as, you know, a nation, we should really discuss, because it's a heart-wrenching thing. And I don't know what I would do if I ever, you know, had to experience losing a child or having her experience losing a friend because of something like that.
All it takes is for one person to stand up.
Be the difference. Go out and find that one child, that new kid standing over there by himself. Be willing to stand up for him.
Everything starts with one and builds up. Eventually, we have an army.
If we all do it together, we will change the world.